Now time to get your phones, tablets and start getting interactive because you are on the most authoritative interactive segments. Jennifer Jane Asante is here. Hi.
Hi, sorry, I didn't hear you. I was getting interactive.
Interesting. And so people are watching. What do you have for them this evening?
Well, we have some news coming up, but I need to ask you a question.
Please do, but
okay,
not one that I can't answer.
I have two questions to ask you.
You ask tough questions.
I know, right?
Okay, so?
Two questions. So pick A or B. Which one?
I don't know what's in A and what's in B.
That's
so
the fun.
Okay, probably my name starts with A, so I'll pick A.
Okay. How old are you?
Oh, come on. I'll tell you later.
You see how I didn't want to tell you her age? I'll be telling you a little something about that coming up. But here's some good news. Nigeria's military has freed some girls captured by Boko Haram. Unfortunately, we can't tell you for sure if any of those girls are from the 200 Chibok girls who were captured by the same Islamic faction, Boko Haram. Now, Fiore Nasingbe has officially been declared the winner of the Togolese presidential election, but his victory is not without some concerns. The lead opposition party has refused to accept the results. Where have I heard that before? Now, growing up was all fun and games, and we would boldly declare our ages to our friends and family. But how confident are you to tell people your age now? And why do people hide their age in the first place?
That is my age and I can't do anything about it.
Maybe if I need employment or something like that. When I meet young ladies and I want to have them as my fiancé, that one I try to reduce my age.
Dumsor everywhere. So what do you do when your room is piping hot and you need to sleep? What do you fan yourself with?
I find myself with the hand fan.
I don't find myself because if I find myself, I feel more hotter.
I use my shirt to use like a fan because it's so difficult.
This is JN Interactive and my name is Jennifer Jane Asante. I keep telling you it's all about interactivity right here on JN Interactive. Look us up on Facebook with the moniker Joy News on TV. On Twitter, it's that same handle, Joy News on TV, or you can check out JN Interactive GH. Joy News IM at multitvworld.com is our email address, so you can send us an email through that or try a WhatsApp. That's 054-010-9009. Now, growing up is so much fun, and yet we can't wait to be older until we're, well, older. I mean, I couldn't wait to hit 10 or 13, 16, 18. And then I kind of got stuck at 22, and there I shall remain, so no questions about my age. But many adults are very uncomfortable declaring their real ages to their colleagues. So what is accounting for the trend, and why are people so reluctant to tell others how old they are?
I think that is my age and I can't do anything about it, but depends on certain conditions, that's situations, yeah.
I will not reduce my age, yes. I think people also reduce their age for maybe either to stay in employment for some time or other way. For example, if you are age 60, you need to go so the other young ones will also take your position, and that can also reduce unemployment in the country.
I believe God has blessed me with such age, so I don't see the reason why I have to reduce my age.
I wouldn't reduce it for any reason because that's my age and I don't see why I should reduce it. I look good in my age anyways.
Maybe if I need employment or something like that, you understand, whereby maybe they are picking maybe underage or something like that, I can go and reduce my age because I may need in the employment.
I'm growing, so I must maintain my age. I don't have any reason to put it down. If you are growing, you are growing. No matter what is the problem, you must maintain your age.
Well, I've not, because ever since I started growing up, my father told me to be real. So I've never hit my age.
Oh, it depends on the situation. Like, just as you see me, when I meet young ladies and I want to have them as my fiancé, that one I try to reduce my age a little bit so that I'll be at par with them. But if I want to be respected in the society, then I try to maintain my age.
Well, I will be telling you what the people on Facebook say in a little while, but for now I need to complain, moan about the Dumsor. Trust me, it is no fun sleeping in the dark in this Dumsor era. Many of us have to contend with the heat from their rooms, making sleeping very uncomfortable. And the mosquitoes, ooh, they make it even worse. I mean, you're trying to sleep and you're fanning yourself. It's too much. So we went out to town to find out from people what they use to fan themselves with whenever they have to sleep in the dark.
Oh, I find myself the hand fan, hand one. After that, I can take bath, cool water to cool my body. Yeah.
How can I be sleeping and fanning myself? Maybe I can fan myself a little, then I sleep. But I make sure that I wear something light or nothing.
I have a chargeable fan, so I just charge it and then I use it.
I normally take my notebook, you know, to fan. But at first I will go to the bathhouse, then shower down. Then when I get to the room, I will take a notebook, then Charlie.
I don't fan myself because if I fan myself, I feel more hotter. Because when you're fanning yourself, you're exercising yourself, then you'll be sweating more. So rather you have to lie down cool.
I have a paper fan over there which I use, and I open up the windows to get inside the room, but still I sweat.
Always like I use my my shirt. Yeah, I use my shirt to use like a fan because it's so difficult. You see, you can't even get like even a book, right? You cannot buy a book. How can I use back of the book to use as a fan? Okay. You know, so I use my shirt to make a fan.
Well, there is a rubber fan. That's what I use.
On a normal day, I open all my louvers and my curtains wide open, and I literally sleep naked. If it's to the extreme, then I get a wet towel, like put it on my skin. Yeah, that's how I survive. Because I can't sleep if I'm fanning myself, and I want to sleep, so I put on a wet towel. My louvers are wide open, and I try to sleep.
I don't actually fan myself. I always wake up, go shower, come back. I do that like 2 times before the morning comes. So.
All right, so now we're taking a look at Facebook comments. So we asked you, do you lie about your age and why? I have Junior Loves Camry who says, well, honestly, it's somehow fun, but I hear it's a dangerous thing. Anyway, I will reduce my age for the fun of it. So my date is 10th May 1998, believe it or not. Anyway, that's my football age. So they want to find out how old Aisha is. Aisha, you have questions to answer. Okay, Senior Ghana says, no, never. I'm 30 plus, but you didn't tell us your age. Paul Adombo Sergio says, for me, I don't lie, and never because it's a gift of God. Citizen Omamba Kofi Jr. It's a part of we Africans. We usually lie about our ages. For me, yes, I do. I usually subtract 1 or add 1 to my years, depending on the situation I find myself in. Samson Big Sam Zoti does not. He says, no, I don't. No need for that. And Kwekwe Siedu says, sure, because people might not respect or regard you as you want them to. Akosia Girly tells me that it depends on the situation at hand, but all the same, she does. And Nuakpo, God knows, Billy says, for what? I don't think anything can compel me to reduce my age. I'm still Prospect. Kofi says, just passing by. That's a safe way of avoiding things. And the last one on age is from Ruben Bajin. He says, not at all times. It depends on who is asking too. But in all, I'm very honest with my age. So those are a couple of the comments coming through on whether or not you lie about your age and why you do it. Then I asked you how you were managing in this Dumsor era, you know, on those dark, hot nights. What do you use to fan yourself? Do you go like that? Or you actually have something in mind that you keep by your bed, maybe, to fan yourself with? I know somebody who uses a card her ex-boyfriend gave her, someone else who uses a particular newspaper. And my PA tells me he uses his tablet. Hey, won't get cash. Anywho, these are the comments on Facebook. Junior Loves Camry again says, well, I use my share too because it's even faster than the electricity-powered fan. Good for you, Junior. God knows, Billy says, I use the rubber fan and sometimes sleep naked. Paul Sergio says he uses his cloths, and that one you cannot sleep because you have to forgo one. So I'm guessing it's either you fan yourself or you sleep. Wanda Afeku says Dumsor movement level. And Donatus says Dumsor part 3. Well, I always tear my kid sister's notebook paper to fan myself and sleep on top of the blocks outside my house. Part 5 will be out soon. Oh, Donatus, you made us miss part 4? And what happened in parts 1 and 2? What do you use to fan yourself? Keep sending those in. We will be reading them. What's trending now with Lord Harris Eduasari.
So in light of Togo's Nyasingbe having been re-elected into power, hashtag Togo 2015 has been trending on Twitter. Let's go see how the reactions are and what people are saying after the win. The first tweet is from African Spotlight. Hashtag Togo's opposition leader, Faber, disputes election results. Says, I'm president. Next one is from Stefan Mayu. Hashtag Togo rival president opposition leader Faber declares himself president after rejecting official results. This is what Olu has to say. Monarchy presidential system of government. Hashtag Togo 2015. This is another tweet from She of Shiva. Togo President Nyasingbe wins third term, re-elected with 58.75%. His family has been in power for the decades. Congrats, I guess. Okay, so this is from Dr. Chango Mawaki, and the final tweet I'm going to read. He actually tweeted this earlier in the day. He says, this morning, opposition seems at a loss for arguments to object to the election results. Well, there you have it. Those were some of the tweets and comments. This has been What's Trending, and I am Lord Harris Eduasari.
Thank you, Lord. Now let's go back to Facebook on the issue of the girls who were freed from Boko Haram. I have Gabby K. Nelson saying, I suspect the new president had a hand in Boko Haram affairs. Suddenly, people are being found in forests. Isn't it unusual? Mahama Asafu Musa says, what a wow. I can't wait to see these children and women telling us what they went through in the hands of Boko Haram. Thank you, Papa God. Menka Charles says it's good news for all Africans. Nigerians will soon be free from Boko Haram. Eddie K. Nelson Jr. says, well, all thanks to God, yet I still smell something fishy. Why now and not then? Banusin Latif says, may Allah have mercy on them. Norbert Bill Sando says, Buhari all the way, just the beginning. Citizen Omambapa Kofi Jr. We all know the Boko Haram nonsense was politically motivated Now that they have their representatives in government, they are slowing down. The question is, do you have to use dubious means to make a government unpopular before you capture political power? A lot of people think this was a political thing. Okay, so Supremo Hajj, and who were they deceiving that Boko Haram is an Islamic terrorist group, when we know that this is strictly politics? Politics again. Deogratis Adade is curious. He wants to know, where are the videos or pictures to authenticate these claims? We will be finding you some as they come in. Ebele S. Okonko says, kudos to the gallant Nigerian army. And Ocean Run Kwame Lasisi says, Majua, when you say Buhari knew about it. Okay, to each his own. Those were the comments we had on the girls in Nigeria who have been rescued from the grips of Boko Haram. So far, we cannot confirm that those girls are the girls who were taken from school in Chibok, but when we have that confirmation, we will give it to you. A quick break and we'll bring you something else. So now it's time for the picture of the day.
The rapist or the rapist. Therapist is one, not two words.
See how he split it? Oh! I know, right?
Therapist.
Aha.
So it's
but he didn't think he could get everything in one line, so he split it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, splitting it has given it a different meaning.
Oh, he's a smart job.
I mean, dude had just one job to do. All right, so that was our picture of the day.
It's interesting. He's smart. He's a very smart guy. Yes, I can see that.
Aisha, I had a comment that mentioned you. Do you want me to read it?
What comment is that?
Junior Loves Camry
I hope
says,
it's not
honestly, he doesn't know. He thinks it's fun to reduce one's age and all of that. But then he ends it with, Madam Aisha, we are waiting for her age after you finish. Do you want to?
You know, the interesting thing is that when I went out, I called my mom and she says I'm 16.
Right. If your mother says it, we cannot dispute it. Although we do need to ask a few questions.
I don't deserve to be 16. I'm 16.
No, I'm just wondering, you're not working, are you? Because that would be against the law.
Huh? I'm 16. Junior Loves Camry. Unless you don't want to, you want to give me a new age.
Well, you can be 22 like me. I've been 22 for quite a while now.
Yeah, you're right. Jen is 22 and I'm 16.
I'm Jennifer Jane Asante. That was crazy, but that's how we do it on JN Interactive.